God pardon me. Yet let me wonder, Harry, at thy expectations, which do hold a wing quite from the flight of all thy ancestors. At that thy place in council thou hast rudely lost, which by thy younger brother is supplied, and art almost an alien to the heart of all the court and princes of my blood. The hope and expectation of thy time is ruined, and the soul of every man prophetically do forethink thy fall. For thou hast lost thy princely privilege with vile participation. Not an eye that is weary of thy common sight, save mine, which hath desired to see thee more, which now doth that I would not have it to make blind itself with foolish tenderness. How many thousand of my poorest subjects are at this hour asleep? Oh, sleep, oh, gentle sleep, nature's soft nurse. How have I frighted thee that thou wilt know, weigh my eyelids down and stupor my senses into forgetfulness? Oh, thou dull god, why liest thou with vile and lonesome beds, and leavest the kingly crown a watch case or a common larum bell? Wilt thou upon the high and giddy mast seal upon the ship's boy's eyes, and rock his brain in the cradle of rude imperious surge and the visitation of winds? Canst thou, oh, partial sleep, give thy response to the wet sea boy in the hour so rude, and in the calmest and most stillest nights deny it to a king? Then happy low, lie down. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Now, my good sweet honey lord, will you ride with us tomorrow? For I've a jest that I want to execute that I cannot manage alone. See, Falstaff, Peter and Bardolph shall rob these men that we've already waylaid, but you and I shall not be there. And when they have the booty, if you and I do not rob them, then cut his head off my shoulders.
How shall we part with them in the setting forth?
We set forth before or after them, and appointing the place of meeting, wherein it is our pleasure to fail, and they will adventure upon the exploit themselves, which they shall have no sooner achieved, but we will set on them.
Yeah, but 'tis like they'll know us by our horses, by our habits, by our every other appointment, by ourselves.
Oh, tut, they will not see the horses. I'll tie them in the wood. And sir, I have a case of buckram for the nonce to enmask our noted garments.
Yeah, but I doubt that'll be too hard for us.
Well, for two of them, I know to be true-bred cows that's ever turned back. And as for the third, if he fight longer than sees reason, well, I'll throw down my garments. The virtue of this jest will be in the incomprehensible lies this same fat rogue will tell us when we meet at supper. Oh, how 30 he fought with, oh, what blows, what jests he endured. And the reproof for this will be in the jest. Yeah, come in. Yeah, you can sit right there. Just put the controller on the ground, you know. So, yeah, I mean, like, having an older sister certainly helped when it came to being able to get away with stuff. You know, my parents were always focused on, like, you know, what colleges Anne was interested in and who she was dating. And for me, they were just like, you know, always on about my grades. You know, so long as I kept my grades up, they didn't interfere much. But to be honest, in a lot of ways, they had a better social life than I did. But you know, once all these cameras came into my house, you know, that changed everything. You know, people started coming over I'd never even seen before. If that wasn't a chance for them to get famous, and then I couldn't have parties here anymore, so I just, I had to stay at my friend's house. Then, once Anne disappeared, then it all came to a halt, and, I wasn't allowed to go out anymore. Yeah, and that was tough. Because there were detectives interviewing me and my family, and, going through my phone and, trying to explain everything on your phone to these boomers. But as they say, it is what it is.